The truth about MohBad's death. Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba aka MohBad was born on 8th June 1996 in Ketu, Lagos State, Nigeria. He was a Nigerian rapper, songwriter and singer best known for hit singles like Kokwoke, Beast and Peace and Feel Good. In fact, he was nominated for the Best Street Hop Artist of the Year at the 2022 Headies, and the best part, MohBad welcomed his son in April 2023, only to pass away a few months later. In today's video, we'll dive into the mysteries surrounding his death and possibly answer the question on everyone's mind. Who killed MohBad? Hello and welcome to African, where we dive into the life stories of African icons. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content before you sit back as we dissect this gory tale. The genesis of his troubles. Although passionate about music at a young age, MohBad worked as a carpenter to finance his musical ambition. From there, he saved up some cash and purchased essential musical gear, which he used to release freestyles on Instagram, Facebook, and X. He concocted several tunes until the last one shot him to stardom. After he covered Kiss Daniel's song F You, he went viral. Following the hit, news broke out that he would be part of Malian Music, a label owned by the infamous Naira Marley. A few months later, MohBad signed on the dotted lines and his dreams of becoming a superstar took shape. He was signed in 2019 alongside rising stars like Zinoliski, C Black and Fabian. This right there was the genesis of his woes. 3 years into his Malian journey, he opened up about his terrible experiences with his boss, Naira Marley. He accused him of threatening his life and urged Nigerians to hold him responsible should anything fishy happen to him.
I went mad because of this issue. Now they are trying to kill me. Everybody in your world, please help me if I die. Oh, Amalia kill me. I beg, if I die like this.
Before the outbursts, he approached his boss, informing him of his decision to change his manager. This obviously did not go down well with Naira Marley, who felt he had invested so much in him. This encounter became the first violent attack since joining the label, as Naira Marley instructed his boys to give him a not-so-friendly pat on the back. Let's say MohBad was lucky that night. He officially quit the record label in September 2022 and founded Imole. Fast forward to June 2023, when he shot a music video with Zlatan Ibile. MohBad alleged that his boss and a musical promoter, Sam Larry, assaulted him and destroyed his stuff worth millions of nairas. He showed clip of how hoodlums numbering around 15 invaded his video shoot with firearms, threatening him. MohBad finally had enough, so he petitioned the police on 27th June 2023, where he accused his attackers of threats to life, malicious damage of properties, assault causing harm, oppression, and conduct likely to cause breach of peace. But guess what? The police swept the petition under the rug, claiming that he never showed up to defend his case. Therefore, no action was taken. On the fateful Tuesday, September 12, 2023, Nigerians woke up to a viral video of a lifeless MohBad in a car and his friends screaming, claiming he was dead. It didn't make sense that a youthful man with no known medical issues would suddenly slump. Many believed that his enemies finally succeeded. After MohBad was pronounced dead, the social media space in Nigeria went agog with the hashtag Justice for MohBad. Fans were pointing fingers at no other person than Naira Marley, saying he's got some explaining to do. But considering the circumstances leading to his death, Naira may not be the villain here. After weeks of silence, Naira Marley finally took to his verified Instagram handle to maintain his innocence. In the statement, he admitted to having had a misunderstanding with MohBad, but he never fought or attacked him. He recalled that on one occasion, MohBad's girl called him, telling him a partner locked himself in the room and was attempting suicide over some family drama. He called the lead singer, pleading with him not to take his life.
But if you can't feel that, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not a reason for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because don't who are on like is here. You walk off feel bad, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you raise.
He went on to deny allegations that his label is a drug cartel or that he is a drug lord, cultist, or a member of any fraternity. Well, he's since been taken into custody for interrogation. Come to think of it, MohBad had had a brush with the law involving hard drugs and other illicit substances. Recall that on the 24th February 2022, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency swooped down on MohBad and Zenoliske during a midnight raid on their residence in Lagos. The viral video showed operatives of the NDLEA shooting into the air and forcing them into waiting vans. The agency recovered quantities of cannabis and Imole in their apartment during the search party. 6 persons were arrested during the raid. In a confusing twist, MohBad was released the following day while Zeno chilled for a few more days in custody. He took to his Instagram story to admonish his fans, saying, "Love and light, don't do drugs. Here is the main thing. MohBad mingled with Naira Marley, an alleged drug trafficking kingpin. According to Gist Lover, a news platform in Nigeria, Naira Marley allegedly uses his record label signees to push drugs. Word on the street is that those who refuse to do his dirty jobs are attacked. Was MohBad a victim of a shady side gig? What if he went wild on harmful substances like Imole and cannabis but wanted to exit quickly? Let's not forget that reports today say he supposedly died of an ear infection. If this is anything to go by, his constant exposure to smoke may have caused it. Studies show that inhaling smoke irritates the tubes connecting the back of the nose with the middle ear. The irritation then causes the tubes to swell, and of course, the swelling messes up with the middle ear's primary function, leading to a buildup of fluid and infections. Rarely does this condition result in life-threatening complications, but in his case, it took a heartbreaking turn. This brings us to the quality of healthcare MohBad received. When his illness got out of hand, his bodies invited an auxiliary nurse to administer first aid. She gave him anti-tetanus shot, after which he convulsed and died at home. Next, MohBad was whisked away to Perez Medcare Hospital, where he was confirmed dead. MohBad's father, James Aloba, didn't buy the story. He was suspicious and even said the nurse was a suspect. According to him, the injection may have complicated his health. The question is, why didn't his friend take him to a quality hospital in the first place, since the guy could afford it? And who invited the unregistered nurse? To be recognized as a nurse in Nigeria, one has to undergo a 5-year Bachelor of Nursing Science at a university or an accredited school of nursing, followed by a year of internship. Only then is the person licensed by Nigeria's Nursing and Midwifery Council. Guess what? The nurse was not registered. Despite the controversial controversies surrounding the star's death, he was speedily buried. His father justified the move, saying it is a Yoruba tradition to bury young stars immediately, especially if both parents are still alive. However, many smelled something fishy, saying the family has something to hide. Speaking of some shady family deals, MohBad's father cleared Naira Marley of any wrongdoing without allowing the police to do their job. When asked about his efforts to broker peace between his son and the record label boss, he claimed he tried unsuccessfully to reach Naira Marley. These excuses raise eyebrows. Mr. Aloba clearly doesn't want to be on someone's wrong side. In other news, Bella Shmuda, his close pal, told Jude Jide Onwar earlier this year that his friend MohBad was depressed and wanted to end his life.
Because of this label issue, bro, we go hold this boy for window. MohBad don't almost jump on. Now his girlfriend just enter room, see MohBad sit down for window. Because of all these things, bro, you can't just keep going on that. And these people are just forming.
He had gone to the edge of his window and planned to jump to his death when Bella was alerted. Amid all his struggles with anxiety and depression, his family remained silent. In a series of cryptic posts on Instagram, MohBad's wife, Imole, thanked a group of people whom she said had won over him. "Y'all made me a widow at 24, she said. While she doesn't explicitly drop names, we suspect she was referring to MohBad's family. The truth slowly begins to unfold after a series of videos on his burial made the rounds. In one of these clips, an older man says trusting your wives is a risky business. He fears that some children make millions and never take it to their families. In another footage, a man was planning how all of MohBad's property would be seized from his wife. He even threatened she would be greatly troubled if she didn't drop his assets.
Any sùúrù ẹ sinmi ẹ̀dọ̀ ọ̀nà àpòmí tó fi ṣe lọ́kọ̀.
Àmín.
Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Àti rí ọmọ tó kú lónìí.
Amid the drama, the star was buried in a location not befitting his status and in a coffin that's way too small. In a bid to allay the fears of Nigerians and shed more light on the tragedy, the police released an interim report. The report revealed that MohBad was in a heated fight with his childhood friend, Prime Boy, days before his death. The fight seemed to be a carryover of unresolved issues. They went physical and he sustained injuries in his hand. In this helpless moment, his friend invited an auxiliary nurse to tend to his injuries. She administered doses of tetanus, toxide, paracetamol 4, and ceftriaxone injection, which resulted in a chain of reactions that triggered his death. The police also listed 26 concerned parties in the case. Among them were MohBad's parents, his siblings, Sam Larry, Naira Marley, and other colleagues and friends. The outcome of the autopsy would determine where the case goes from here. Please smash the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any juicy updates.